There comes a moment in life when you feel like you've lost everything, when the world seems against you, when your dreams feel too far away. But let me tell you something. This is not the end. This is where it all begins. I know that pain. Know what it feels like to fail, to be rejected, to hear you're not good enough, to wonder if you should even keep going. Maybe you've given everything you had and still came up short. Maybe you've been laughed at, doubted, or ignored. Maybe you've tried and failed so many times that you're starting to believe the voices telling you to quit. Maybe the weight of your past is holding you down. But listen closely. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a step toward success. The story of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, was once cut from his high school basketball team. He went home that night and cried. But instead of giving up, he made a decision. He would work harder than anyone else. Years later, he became the most dominant force basketball has ever seen. The story of J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally gave her a chance. 12 people told her no, but she didn't stop, because winners don't quit, and neither will you. There will be days when you feel tired, days when nothing seems to go right, days when giving up seems easier than pushing forward. But in those moments, you must remember, growth is painful, change is uncomfortable, but quitting guarantees failure. You might not see results today, you might not see them tomorrow, but every drop of sweat, every late night, every painful moment, it's all adding up. It's making you stronger. Some people are waiting for the perfect moment, the green light that says, go for it. But let me tell you a secret. There is no perfect moment. If you want to succeed, you have to fight through the struggle. You have to keep going when no one believes in you. You have to believe in yourself when the world says you can't. Because the truth is, you can, you will. The story of Sylvester Stallone. Do you know how Rocky, one of the greatest sports movies of all time, was made? Sylvester Stallone was a struggling actor with barely any money. He wrote the script for Rocky, believing in his heart that it could change his life. But every studio rejected him. They said, "You're not a leading man." He was broke. He had to sell his dog just to afford food. But he refused to give up. Eventually, a studio agreed to buy the script, but they didn't want him to play the lead role. He turned them down. Why? Because he wasn't willing to sell out on his dream. Eventually, they gave in. They let him star in his own movie, and Rocky became one of the greatest films in history. What's the lesson? Don't give up, no matter how hard it gets. Success is not for the chosen few. It's for those who refuse to stop. The ones who wake up early, stay up late, and push harder than anyone else. The ones who understand that every setback is a setup for a comeback. The story of Thomas Edison. When Thomas Edison was working on inventing the light bulb, he failed over 10,000 times. Most people would have quit. But when someone asked him why he kept going, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of a winner. And that is the mindset you need to have. Let me ask you something. How badly do you want it? Because life is going to test you. It's going to knock you down and see if you get back up. It's going to ask you, do you really want this? And your answer better be, yes. When you're tired, keep going. When you're doubted, prove them wrong. When you fail, stand back up. Because every great story starts with struggle. Every hero in history has faced defeat. Every champion has been told, you can't do it. Every legend has had moments where they wanted to give up, but they didn't, and neither will you. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can sit back, complain, and make excuses, or you can stand up, take control, and change your life. No more waiting, no more wishing, no more hoping, because hoping doesn't build businesses. Wishing doesn't create champions. Action does. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you believe. And the only thing standing between you and your dreams is you. So get up, push forward, fight for your dreams like your life depends on it, because it does. One day you will look back at this moment and realize, this was the day you decided to be unstoppable. This was the day you said, no more excuses. This was the day you changed your life forever. So what are you waiting for? The world is waiting for you. This is the Daily Boost. Stay strong, stay focused, stay unstoppable.